Today, we are actually going to be shifting a little bit. We've been doing a lot of work around fiction books, about made up, make believe books, thinking about characters, thinking about feelings, and becoming avid readers. Today, we're going to shift a little bit. We're going to move that into some work around nonfiction books. And starting today, you won't just be avid readers of stories. You'll be avid readers of learn about the world, learn true facts, true information, avid readers of non-fiction books. And so I was thinking that when avid readers read books, they read them kind of like they're at the movies. Like they're looking with big eyes, thinking about characters, feeling the feelings, if it's scary or sad or happy. And I thought, well, avid readers of nonfiction books also do all of those things, just in a different way. It's kind of like you're watching a true nonfiction movie that teaches you stuff about the world. So, in order to really think about how we can become avid readers of nonfiction books, I thought, let's watch a nonfiction movie. Follow me. Now, as we watch this movie, I want you to think about what you're doing. Notice, what are you doing in your brain, with your eyes, with your focus? What are you thinking about?
The Venus flytrap. Like the sundew, it makes itself very attractive, oozing nectar across the brim of each leaf. But any visiting insect had better watch out for these 6 tiny hairs. This fly has to tread carefully. If it strikes one hair, it can carry on feeding, but a timer has been set. A second strike in less than 20 seconds, and the fly is doomed. An electrical impulse is triggered, and the leaf snaps shut in just a fraction of a second. The tips lock together like prison bars. If the fly is very big or very small, it may just manage to escape. But most are trapped and die.
Was anyone else like, oh, as we were watching that, when it closed on the fly, and I was like, oh, and then when the fly didn't make it, and it was so, whoa. Readers of nonfiction books and watching nonfiction movies, it can be emotional. It can be scary. You can have a lot of feelings. Maybe at one point there you were like, whoa, wowza. Or maybe at one point there you were like, what? Is it poisonous? Does it hurt people or animals? Maybe you had questions. Today, as you're reading your nonfiction book, I want you to focus on 2 things. Just like when we were watching that video, there were parts where you were like, wow. And when you read nonfiction books, there should be parts where you're like, wow. Sometimes it's wow, like, wow. Sometimes it's wow, like, wow, like a scared wow, or a, oh my goodness wow. And then I also want you to think about asking questions. There's a lot of information in nonfiction books. And sometimes you might be reading the words or looking at the pictures and want to know more and have a question. And maybe even you could ask that question to a grown up and they can help you find the answer to your question on the internet. Have a wonderful time reading your nonfiction books today and try and do those two things. Become an avid reader of nonfiction books.